I previously made a video dealing with the break-in scenario, and based on the comments, I didn't really see that people understood what I was talking about or even the purpose behind it. This channel is a no-nonsense preparedness channel, and preparedness dealing with being prepared for life, the various different curveballs life can throw at us, and how to keep ourselves safe, how to keep ourselves in better shape throughout those events that could occur to us. And most of the videos on the channel are about the building blocks for that, all the different skills and things like that you're going to want to learn about. The scenario videos are about the events that could be happening, and they talk about what could happen, what you might want to know about events like that, and a procedure that you could go about to handle that. The procedure is designed for you to adapt that and take a look. You want to figure out, you want to get your own, figure out what training you need, figure out what procedures you need, figure out what equipment you need, what type of tools or whatever else you might need, what type of gear you might need for handling that type of a scenario. So that's the point behind my scenario videos and my whole channel. So that I'm different than a lot of other channels out there that are really made with the entertainment aspect in here. Now, in any of those procedures, you want to make sure that you're doing the most important things first, the most critical things first. So that way, whenever the event happens, if you're preparing to bug out and you end up having to go sooner than you thought you would, you've still loaded the most important stuff into your vehicle first. If you realize you didn't have as much time as you thought you would have, that most important stuff has been loaded first. It's been taken care of first. Those procedures have been done first. The break-in scenario is no different. You want to handle what's most important, what's most critical, what has the most important elements to saving your life, keeping yourself safe as possible. Do those furthest up on your to-do list. Those should be those should be quick to do. And your procedure should be, you really want intel on the break-in scenario, because you don't know what that bump in the night is. That's what's going to trigger this. Your event is actually going to be that bump in the night, that strange noise. It could be someone standing over your bed. In that case, you have no time to activate whatever other procedure you may have had. You're just going to need to go right into the fight at that point. But if you do hear something going on that's coming towards you, you can take some time and get some preparedness in, but you want to use that time wisely. That's why you have a procedure that you're going to follow that takes care of the most important things first. And you also want to make sure that it balances out. You don't want to just have it be, oh, I heard the floor creak, I presumed it was the cat, and I didn't check it. I had no way to check it. I didn't bother with it, and it turned out to be something that was not the cat. You don't want to have that. And you also don't want to be shooting through the door just because you heard a creak in the floor, because it could be nothing. You could have anywhere from a negligent discharge to maybe having shot somebody who was walking by outside as the round just passed through your house. So you don't want to have either one of those situations. You want to make sure that you're handling it where you're keeping yourself and everyone else around you as safe as possible. So what is my procedure for this? When I hear something like that, I'm going to want to get defense. Make sure that's where I can grab it very quickly, very easily. Make sure I can grab that. Activate my cameras. We'll see the importance of that later on in the video. And get my phone. Depending on my level of suspicion, depends on whether or not I'm going to just make sure it's in my hand, or whether I'm going to pre-dial my emergency services number. Most of the time throughout the United States, that's 911. In many other places, even in the United States, certain spots, it's a different number. So know your number, and you might, if you're at that level of suspicion where you're thinking, hey, this really could be something, you might pre-dial it, but you're not real sure yet, so you might not actually tie up a line over there at emergency services. So you might just pre-dial it, or you might just start opening up the line. Depends on my level of suspicion. It's going to depend on what I would do. I'm also going to grab my eye protection first, and that's because the hearing protection can go on over that. And the hearing protection, I'm going to want to offset that on my ear. I can push it over my ear if I start realizing here, hey, I'm going to need to use this. I have a chance of doing that, but I'm not going to prevent firing until that's done. If I do need to shoot right away, I lose my hearing, but at least I have things in place. If I do have that split second, I can hopefully protect my ears from the sound of a from a confined area gun blast noise, which is a lot worse than what you're going to hear out on the range or out in the outdoors. You know, that echo is going to be a lot harder. Then I'm going to get to a safe spot. A safe place is one where I have hopefully observation, cover, concealment, and a supported firing position. That way I can defend myself from there. Hopefully I can stay hidden. Hopefully if any rounds are shot towards me, they will be blocked. And yes, I can defend myself from there. I can see what's going on as well. I have observation. Now, your safe spot could be a number of different places in the house, and you want to have multiple locations that could be a safe spot. Here we have the floor plan that I'm using for the example of this. I created a floor plan. This is Sweet Home 3D, by the way, that did this. Thanks to them, I was able to create this visual aid for you. And, you know, if this was my house, the master bedroom bed, that's that bluish green colored bed over there, I would push that out away from the wall. That way I've got a spot that I can roll down in there and be behind that bed. That would be one of my safe spots. If I was in bed when I heard something, that would be my spot that I go to until I have some other prompt that tells me I need to do something else, or until the police arrive, or whatever my situation is. But ideally, my cameras will be doing the walking around the house. Doing a close quarters CQB, close quarters battle, is not a good idea, especially not one man. And if you have your wife in that room with you, you don't really want to leave her alone or bring her out into danger, and that's your options there. And if she realizes that you're alerted, she could be concerned too and wants you to be there as well. That's where the cameras really help out too, because you could pretty well walk the house from right there. Inside your bathroom, like say if you're up using the bathroom when things happen, you know, there's several spots where you can get. You can get behind the toilet, you can get behind the tub, you can get in the tub. There's a number of spots where you can get, but you want to have spots throughout the house. You want to know your house better than someone breaking in and know where your spots are that you can go. So without cameras, you know, sure, you're going to know the floor plan of your house, but you're either going to have your closed door, which hopefully hides you, or you can open up the door and you have a thin sliver in which you can see, but the bad guy can also see right in there at you as well. So that's your view. You're hearing whatever you're hearing and you don't have any other knowledge on what's going on. Is that really a good plan? I don't think so. That's why I like the idea of having cameras up, because then I have that view. I also have my knowledge of my house, and I've also got my views across wherever else I have cameras. Now I got multiple views to work from. I can see all kinds of stuff about him before he even knows that I even know that he's there, and before he even knows that I'm there. So I have the complete upper hand, and I can do this all from the safety of wherever my safe spot is if I'm at my cameras when that happens. If I'm not there, then I do have that. I still have the advantage of knowing the place and whatever my single view is. But if I can get to my cameras, that's a good plus as well. So now I don't have to clear the house piece by piece. I can look on in here and I can realize, yeah, I've got a broken window, nothing's coming in. Oh, my cat's going nuts. Oh, my kid got up and got a snack. Whatever it be. And I can know that right there. I can turn it off, put all my stuff away. I know what it was. I'm good to go. Everyone's at peace right away. But if there is an event, I can tell me what else I need to do to handle the situation, and I will have that upper hand with that extra intel. And it's also good information as well when the police come. If you are waiting there for the police to come, you have better sense of comfort in knowing what's going on at least. It's not so much unknown. I don't know. To me, I don't like the unknown. So I have a view. I have that ability to see things that are going on. Thank you for watching.